We're back. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Is that better? Somebody posted and said that picture was sideways. We're going to get this right one of these times.
No, I don't think so.
Anyway, so I was just telling you that if you don't pay for your health now, you're going to have to pay the doctor later. So either way, you're going to pay, right? So the first thing I want to talk about is fish oil. Fish oil is the most important. They did a survey, and they asked all these people, these top of the nutrition field people, to name their top 10 most superfoods. And it was interesting because some of them had blueberries and some of them had, acai, and they had all different things. But one thing they all had was fish oil. Fish oil is the most important supplement. If you were only going to do one thing to make one change in your life, it would be take fish oil. And it's not a hard thing to do. And I actually have 4 different kinds of fish oil here, because John takes one and I take one, and then my grandkids take a different one. And then I have the vitamin kind that I take at night. So I'm going to show you all 4. This one is called Barlean's Omega 3. It tastes like pudding. It's delicious. And this is the one my grandkids line up and they always ask for more. They love it. But the benefits of fish oil, remember I told you about the cell being hard? Fish oil makes it soft. So when you take fish oil, you might not notice a change in your health outwardly, but your cells will be healthier. They'll start working more efficiently. Toxins will be able to get out. Nutrients will be able to get in. And fish oil is a really powerful anti-inflammatory. In fact, they say it's as good as Advil. And it can lower your blood pressure. It does all kinds of things. It lowers your triglycerides, supports heart health because it increases good cholesterol, and it prevents plaque from hardening in your arteries, supports eye health. Do you know that people think their tears are made of water? Your tears are made of oil. That's why, if they were just made of water, have you ever just tried putting water in your eye when it's dry? It doesn't work. There's an oil coating over your eye, and as people get older and they don't have enough of the omega-3s, their eyes dry. They have a problem with dry eyes. So this protects your eyes too, and your vision. When I first started taking fish oil and flaxseed a long time ago, my contact lens prescription decreased by 0.5. So it's really good for your eyes. And you know what? It's better than an antidepressant. It's really good for depression. Because some of the reason why you're depressed is because there are things missing in your diet, and that's keeping you from feeling happy. So that's the one the kids take. I take this one. Can you see it? Core Omega Max. Now this one, I like it because I can travel with it. It comes in these little packets, and you just rip them open like this and just go like this. Done. And this one's tasty. Tastes kind of like this one.
I take this one every day.
John's hardcore. This is just cod liver oil.
This is cod liver oil from On Target Living. If you want to see some of the foods that Judy's talking about tonight, great website, On Target Living, Chris Johnson.
Yeah, .com. OnTargetLiving.com.
He has researched this for years and years. He is the end-all to be-all when it comes to knowing these things.
He was my mentor.
And
he introduced John and I.
And he's private labeled a lot of these foods. So On Target Living, this is cod liver oil. And everybody goes, oh my gosh, that sounds horrible. How can you drink a teaspoon of this? It really has very little taste. You'd be surprised. And
Isn't it lemon flavored?
Yeah, and it's amazing what it will do for you.
Does it come up on you?
It doesn't me. No. I never.
Sometimes if people say that it comes up on them, you can keep it in your freezer and then it won't. And it doesn't freeze because it's oil, not water. So that's just a little
How much is that?
Pardon me?
How
A
much?
tablespoon a day, right?
Correct.
Yeah, more in the winter. And it has vitamin D in it too, so it helps with that.
Helps fight COVID.
And these are the ones I take at night. It's called Innate Choice Omega A and D Sufficiency. And they're very high quality fish oil capsules. And I just take them because I think you can't have too much fish oil. No, actually my back was bothering me a little bit when I went to see Jason and Grace. And she had this kind of fish oil. And so I just took 4 of them. And then the next day my back didn't hurt and it didn't hurt again. So I was kind of sold on these. So that's fish oil. So what's your number 1 supplement? Fish oil. Flax seeds is the next thing that I want to talk about. And these are good for eye health too. If you have dry eyes, these will take care of it in a few days. You need 2 tablespoons a day. It has to be ground, not whole. Because if you buy whole flax seeds, they'll just go right through you and you won't get any of the benefit. So you need them ground. 2 tablespoons a day. And you can put them in smoothies, you can put them in on your yogurt. They taste good. They taste kind of nutty. They're yummy. And so the benefits of flaxseed is they're the best source on the planet for omega-3 fatty acids. Do you know the American diet, it's supposed to be a 2-to-1 ratio, omega-6 to omega-3. But guess what it is in America? It's like 1,000 to 1. Because all the processed food and the junk food and the vegetable oil and the canola oil, they're way too high in omega-6. That's why we don't want to ever eat those oils. We want to eat olive oil, coconut oil, avocado oil, macadamia nut oil, butter. That's it. So flax seeds are good for your digestive health because they scrape along your intestines as they go through and they keep you clean. And they help with constipation. And they have diabetes benefits because they kind of stabilize your blood sugar. And guess what? They keep your prostate healthy if you're a boy. That's a good thing. And they bind excess estrogen. So a lot of women are estrogen dominant. That means their estrogen's too high compared to their other hormones. So flaxseed will bind that estrogen and then you eliminate it. It helps with your cholesterol numbers and it lowers your risk of cancer. Now, wow, that's like 10 benefits of this little seed. And the reason why we need a lot of omega-3s, which is what fish oil, that's omega-3. Flaxseed is omega-3. Another omega-3 is hemp seed. And hemp seed, the cool thing about hemp seeds, they have a lot of protein in them. 25% of the calories from hemp seeds is protein. So like if you have 3 tablespoons, it's 10 grams of protein. That's pretty good. And these you don't have to grind. They're soft. And they're tasty too. And you can put these in your smoothies, on your yogurt, in your cereal, whatever. You can just put them in water and then drink them. Sometimes I do that. Another kind of seed that's good for you that's omega-3 is chia seeds. And what I do in the morning when I wake up, I put a tablespoon. Can you see them on the bottom? I put a tablespoon with 1/2 of a lemon every morning, a tablespoon of chia seeds, and then you let it sit for a half hour while you're going about your day, take your shower, get ready, then you drink them. And they don't really taste like anything, but they're really good for your body. So that's that. Chlorophyll. I want to talk to you about that. Let me find.
Da 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 da.
Now wait a
Da da
minute.
da 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 da.
Here they are. I'm sorry, I forgot to get these out. See this?
Who's it from?
This is a product from On Target Living. If you take chlorophyll, this is the kind you want to take because these are the best tasting ones. And they're just the best. OnTargetLiving.com sells them. I don't get any kickback or anything, but I just really like his products. And so I'm going to show you what they look like. You take like 12 or 20 of them a day. They're tiny. You just put a big handful and you throw them back. Now, why do you want to take chlorophyll? chlorophyll scrubs your cell membrane. And then it's more, you know how when you get microblading in your face and it's all scrubbed, it absorbs your moisturizer better? Well, these scrub your cell membrane so your cells, they absorb the nutrients better. And they bind with heavy metals like mercury, and they bind with pesticides and other carcinogens. And so then they carry them safely out of your body. It's really good for you, and it's an easy thing to add to your diet. It's called Spirulina chlorella tablets. And then the next thing I want to do is I want to make a smoothie for you. I'm going to show you how to make it, what to put in it, and you can add like a bunch of these superfoods to your diet. So you do it in the morning, and then you've got all your superfoods. As you go through your day, you're set. And you know what I notice? When I start my day off right by eating very healthy nutrition, I don't get hungry. I don't get cravings. So that's why I'm not even going to tell you not to eat soda pop anymore today, which you should never eat, ever, ever. But I'm not going to tell you that today. Maybe next week I'll tell you that. But today I'm just going to tell you things to eat, because I believe that some of your cravings are going to go away naturally when you start adding these things to your diet. This is my blender. I have a Vitamix. I highly recommend that you invest in this if you're going to be making smoothies every day, because we were replacing our blenders. We would pay like $200. And then every year they would die because we used them so much. We've had this Vitamix probably for 10 years and it's still going strong. And it's awesome. I make my own peanut butter in my Vitamix. I'm going to show you what it is. You just buy peanuts and look at, you just grind them up and you make, and it's so good. So it does a lot of things that other blenders don't do.
Why do you want to make your own peanut butter?
I want to make my own peanut butter because, you know, peanut butter, like Jif, it has hydrogenated fat added to it. And hydrogenated fat is a fat molecule that's plumped up unnaturally. It's found nowhere in nature. So the fat molecule is plumped up, and that makes it like it so it doesn't separate. Because people didn't want their peanut butter to separate. But when you eat hydrogenated fats, the molecule's all big, and so it gets like pushed into your cell. Then it has a hard time getting out because it's so big. And it's disgusting. So you want to avoid hydrogenated fats. So I'm going to show you how to make a smoothie, and I'm going to tell you why you want to put all these ingredients in, okay? So the first thing we're going to put in is the flax and the hemp. I pre-measured it, 2 tablespoons, and I use a tablespoon of hemp. You put that in, and I'm going to make the chocolate one first. This is Kathleen's favorite. See this? This is cacao, and these are cacao nibs. And I want to show you what, see, they're like, and they taste like chocolate. And so I'm going to put those in next. And
where do you get those from?
Oh, I'm going to show you what the bag looks like. Let's see. Here's the chia seed bag. That was in the water. These are that. Here's the cacao nibs. Superfood, it says it right on there. So cacao nibs, what are they good for? Heart health, they reduce fatigue. They're good for your gut health, which is your immune system. You know, 80% of your immune system is in your gut. Muscle growth and stress relief. They're mood enhancers, and they lower your blood pressure, and they help with brain cognition. That's kind of cool, right? And they have anti-aging benefits because they're high in antioxidants, and they're rich in this thing called flavonoids that just help your body. It's a funny name. And they help your skin be healthy. So that's a lot of benefits. Plus they're really yummy, and they put a little crunch in your smoothie. So the next thing we're going to put in.
If you guys really want to turn on your wife, you want to have good flavonoids. Flavonoids is how I landed my wife. So pay attention. If you've got strong flavonoids, well, then you're something, okay?
Honey. This is MCT powder. I put this in my smoothie. You can get different brands. I like this brand. MCT powder is good. It helps with weight loss. It helps brain health and heart health. And it lowers bad cholesterol and raises good cholesterol. And it can even reverse metabolic syndrome if you use it long term. And it helps with constipation if you have that issue, because it's got prebiotic fiber in it. And prebiotic fiber is cool because you know what it does? Everybody wants to take probiotics. Well, they're good, but the probiotics eat prebiotics. So you need both. So MCT powder, I want to show you what it looks like. Can you see it? I left the lid off. So it's just a white powder. So that goes in next. And then this is called Glutamine Powder. I like this Now Foods brand, L-glutamine. And what this does, it helps preserve your muscle mass. So that's good, right? Because you don't want to lose muscle, because muscle is what burns fat. So it assists in weight loss, builds muscle, burns fat, repairs and relieves ulcers and leaky gut. So if you struggle with leaky gut, a lot of people that have autoimmune issues have also leaky gut. And so this is really good for that. It's called L-glutamine powder. It burns fat and increases the metabolism, and it helps with brain function and bowel function, and it curbs cravings. So that's L-glutamine. That goes in next.
Does it help your flavonoids?
No, it doesn't help with your flavonoids. The next thing I want to do is put in collagen powder. Where's my collagen? You know, I always buy Vital Proteins, but this time, this must have been on sale. I do like this brand too. It's ZHOU. Collagen's good for your hair, your skin, your nails. It helps repair leaky gut and joint, tendon, and ligament health. It's good for heart health, because collagen minimizes the deposition of fat in your arteries. It's really good for you. It's good for your bones, because do you know your bones are 1/3 collagen? They are. So collagen. And the last thing, peanut butter, my own homemade peanut butter. Put some of that in for the fat. Yum. And then I should do a cooking show, shouldn't I? This is kind of fun. Chocolate protein powder. I like whey. Whey protein is a high quality protein. It promotes muscle growth, lower your blood pressure, moderate your blood sugar, reduce inflammation. It's got antioxidants in it. It reduces cravings. It's a weight loss aid, and it stimulates your immune system. Yum! Oh, honey, I need the frozen bananas. You can get the other ones out too, because I'll be making that one next. And then I use coconut milk. We don't eat dairy. We don't have any milk in our house ever. We use coconut milk for anything that you'd use milk for. This is so good for you because it has medium chain triglycerides, which is what the MCT powder is made of too. So a little bit of coconut milk. And this is the protein powder that I use. Oh, it's heavy. It's a full one. This is my favorite brand. It's called All Max Isoflex. I get as many supplements as I can on a website called Vitacost.com. And they always have good coupons. Nope, but remember the little bag with the strawberries and stuff in it that I showed you? Okay, these are frozen bananas. Bananas are nutrient rich. They stabilize your blood sugar. They support digestion, heart health, antioxidants. Do you know that bananas are good for your kidneys? 50% decreased risk of kidney cancer when you eat bananas. I eat one banana every day without fail. I love bananas. You know, people that are on diets, they don't eat bananas. Bananas are a superfood. There's nothing wrong with a banana. And do you know that, like if they're a little on the green side, they improve insulin sensitivity? Okay, so that's everything. I'm just going to put it in the blender. I don't turn it on very high, just on 2.
While you're doing that, I can show my flavonoids. So if you'd like to sit, I can't show my flavonoid?
No.
Okay.
Oh, it's got a few on. Oh, yummy. It's usually thicker. I think I put too much coconut oil in. But look at that. Doesn't that look yummy? Oh, I spilled it. You want it, honey? Mm-mm-mm. Okay. What do you think? Is that...
I'm looking. It's wonderful.
What does it taste like?
It
for
tastes like
real?
a chocolate shake.
Well, it tastes like a milkshake, doesn't
And the
it?
cacao things are wonderful.
The cacao?
Yeah, it's wonderful. It really is. It tastes like a milkshake.
Now, if you want to rinse out the blender real quick, I'll make...
I was hoping I could.
Thank you. So I'm going to tell you what I'm going to put in the other ones. Dragon fruit. You guys know that dragon fruit is a superfood, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, high in vitamins, high in fiber. And if you can't find, I get it at Kroger and Whole Foods, and sometimes Costco has it. But if you can't find it, they have dragon fruit powder. And you know what I like about this? It gives your smoothie a really nice color. Makes it really bright red and beautiful. Okay, thanks, honey. So, now we're going to make the next one. This time I'm going to use strawberry protein powder by the same Isoflex Almax, but strawberry. Can you see the little red flecks in it? Strawberry protein powder. I mix the collagen, the MCT, and the glutamine all together in this little cute thing. So those, the flax seed, and the hemp seed. Now this one, I'm going to use coconut water because it's a fruit. I like this one. It has pineapple in it. So a little bit of that. And then I just freeze these little baggies of fruit. I have, this one has kiwi, dragon fruit. See the bright pink? That's dragon fruit. It has some bananas, some strawberries, and some pineapple. Just whatever kind of fruit, any kind of fruit you want. And you know that pineapple is very nutrient dense, high in antioxidants. It has something in it called bromelain that aids digestion. It's pretty cool.
And it's good for your flactoids.
It boosts immunity, speeds wound healing, and it's a natural blood thinner. So that's good. I want to tell you about blueberries too. Blueberries are brain health and a memory enhancer, and blueberries have the highest anti-cancer activity of any fruit of all time. So blueberries are so good. They're good for your men's prostate health. They're good for anti-cancer. So let's whip this one up and see what we get. Oh, I forgot to put something in. I forgot to put something in. Where is it? Here it is. Aloe Vera juice. I actually would put this in the chocolate one too. Aloe Vera juice is an antibacterial. It reduces your triglycerides and drops high sugar levels, controls cholesterol levels, removes plaque. It's an antioxidant immunity booster, and it fights free radicals and oxidative stress. And it soothes your digestion. Aloe's really good for you. I just put a capful in. 2 tablespoons is what you would use.
Should I show them my factoids
Okay,
now that
that's
you're...
enough with the
Should-
factoid. That's enough, honey. Okay. What do you think, guys? Do you have questions? Oh, this is my favorite. Now look at that. It's like ice cream. What do you think, hon?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Oh my gosh, you're gonna love this one. Yum, yum, yum. I hope you're asking questions in the comments because you must have them. Now come on, who doesn't want to eat that? Look at that, beautiful, healthy nutrition. This is the one I eat every day. John eats the chocolate one. So good. Yum. Can you put this back in the freezer for me? Okay, so that's that. Well, just don't rinse it. Just put it right here. Okay, now I want to talk to you a little bit about a couple vitamins I take. I'm not a doctor. I'm not prescribing anything for you. But you know, it's really hard to get enough of all the kind of vitamins in your diet. And I eat pretty healthy and I don't get enough. So the number one vitamin deficiency on the planet is magnesium. So I take this one. I'm not telling you to take it, but I take it. It's 500 milligrams. And magnesium, you know the good thing about magnesium, a lot of people that struggle with anxiety, it's because they have a magnesium deficiency. It's the number one deficiency in America is magnesium. Number two, I think, is vitamin D. So magnesium, it helps your muscles relax, and it increases insulin sensitivity, and it helps you not feel anxious. It causes you to feel calm. There's another one that I take, the gummies. It's called Natural Calm. And I take 5 gummies of those. Sometimes I take this in the morning and that at night. I just like magnesium a lot.
We want her calm. I make her take a lot of magnesium. A lot. And we need to take a lot more.
Can you tell I'm that one that is a health expert? He doesn't really have much to say tonight. You're funny. Sit over here where I can see you. Okay, this one's vitamin D. Carlson, it's got 10,000 IUs. I take 1 a day. I'm just telling you my health regime. Zinc and selenium. Selenium's good for heart health. And then you all know what zinc's good for. Everybody's pushing zinc right now. It pushes vitamins into cells. And then I take this. It's vitamin C and quercetin. And bioflavonoids. So those are my vitamins that I take. Now, I want to show you some of my favorite healthy foods. Because sometimes you can just make a little change, like buy this kind of mayonnaise instead of the kind that you buy, and that's a healthy thing. So let me go get it. This is the part where you can help me, John. You can hand me some of this stuff. Okay?
Oh boy, that's what I was hoping for.
Okay, go over there. Okay, so this is called Sir Kensington Mayonnaise. There's no canola oil in it. Do you know that other mayonnaise it's made with canola oil? And canola oil is way too high in omega-6 and it throws your ratio way off. So you don't want ever to eat anything with canola oil in it. Look at the back of the potato chip bag or any kind of chips you eat, and if it says canola oil, stop buying that brand. So this is Sir Kensington. And they also have an avocado oil mayonnaise. So I've used both. I like both. If this is better, it's organic, better than bouillon. So these are better, you know how some recipes call for bouillon cubes? So you would use this instead. It's a healthier alternative. Instead of crackers, these are made from nut flour. There's no gluten in them, and they're just really crunchy and yummy. And so they're a healthier choice. Because wheat, wheat causes brain fog, and the flour like coats your intestines and makes it so they don't work as well. So you want to avoid flour if you can, as much as you can. So these are called nut thins. They're really good. And then like for your little ones, these are called Quackers. And they're mostly just cheese. They're so good. I'll show you what they look like. So these would be instead of goldfish crackers. Only they're way better. No comparison. For your little ones. Nuts and seeds are really good for you. These are two kinds of superfood. Plant-based. These are sprouted pumpkin seeds, and these are sprouted sunflower seeds. Healthy snacks. Sometimes I put these macadamia nuts in my smoothies. I put a little handful of nuts in there. Pistachios are the lowest fat of any nut. So they're a better lower fat. If you're going to have popcorn, you got to make your own popcorn. Don't buy it. And never microwave. That causes, it's called popcorn lung, I think. It's cancer, the lung. So this is non-GMO popcorn. It's Bob's Red Mill. So you take 3/4 of a cup of it, a cup and a half of coconut oil, which I'll show you. This is good for cooking because it has a higher burn point. Nutiva is my favorite brand, but there's some other good brands. The Costco brand is good. Coconut oil is a superfood. So good for you. It'll help you lose weight, and it's got the medium chain triglycerides that this is made of. So it's really good for you. I use it for, 1.5 tablespoons of coconut oil and 3/4 cup of popcorn. And then you can put butter and salt on it. And so the kind of butter I like, this kind of butter and this kind of butter. And I don't buy any other kind of butter. When you bake with it, your stuff tastes really yummy. It's pasture raised, which means, when the cows eat grass, they don't need antibiotics. And when the cows eat grass, then the butter has healthier things in it. Because when cows eat grass, the butter has an essential fatty acid called CLA. And CLA is a fatty acid that your body needs to be healthy, but it can't manufacture it. So that means you have to add it to your diet. So this is a way to get it, is pasture butter. I think oatmeal has it too, if you eat a serving of oatmeal a day. These are my favorite eggs, aside from the eggs that Denise gives me, right from her chickens.
Who's Denise?
She's my friend. See these eggs? Pasture raised. So they don't eat corn, they eat whatever chickens eat, bugs, maybe? Anyway, you know what the problem is? I'll tell you the problem is with these other things. So with regular butter that isn't pasture raised, the cows eat corn instead of grass. And then when the cows eat corn, they have to be put on antibiotics because corn makes them sick. And then when cows eat corn, there's no CLA or other healthy things in the butter.
It makes them fat.
Yeah, the corn fattens them up. Well, guess what's going to happen to you when you eat all the things that come from corn? You're going to be fattened up. So you want to eat pasture raised. Let's see, what else do I have here to show you? Oh, instead of sugar, this is coconut sugar. And so see how brown it is? It's just nice and sweet, but it's much healthier for you. It's not as acidic as sugar. And so if you are going to use regular sugar, at least use organic because that's not as acidic either. So this is a good choice. And then I cook gluten-free now because flour isn't good for you. And so I use this is the best gluten-free flour. You can't even tell the difference. It's called Cup for Cup. It's kind of expensive, but I'm worth it. Aren't you worth it too? And this is my favorite pancake mix, Pamela's. It's gluten-free, but you can't tell. It's really good. They also make a good cornbread one. I use kefir instead of buttermilk, and the kefir has a ton of protein in it, and that makes it nice and healthy. And, oh, hand me that, honey, in the bottom. Yeah. Thank you. So this, see this? This is apple cider vinegar. When people say that it's good for you, it has to be this kind. It's called the Mother. See the things floating around in it? Regular apple cider vinegar like Heinz, it's not good for you. So you need to buy this kind that's Bragg's. Bragg's apple cider vinegar. It's so good for you. It has fermented. It's actual, the real thing. And this is a barbecue sauce that's good for you. Do you know that high fructose corn syrup is the first ingredient in most barbecue sauce? So you don't want to eat any of that, because you know what it does? It turns off your appetite control center. Now you've got like this runaway appetite. It's high fructose corn syrup is really bad for you. So I like this kind. I think there's some other kinds that don't have it. You have to check, but this is one that I know doesn't. And then instead of Aunt Jemima, you want real syrup. This looks like alcohol, but we don't drink. It's syrup. It's really good syrup. And instead of soda pop, you can drink this. It's carbonated. It's carbonated like pop, but there's water, and it actually increases your alkalinity. And you know that pop's very acid. So guess what cancer grows in? Acid. Pop is only like one number above battery acid. Battery acid is 0.5. I think soda pop is 2.5, and water is 6 or 7. And this is, it has minerals in it too. It's really good for you. I love it. And then my favorite olive oil is Bragg's. It's unfiltered, extra virgin olive oil, organic. It's really yummy. And it has a lot of polyphenols in it, and it's first cold press. You don't just want cold press, you want first cold press. So this has it all. And see this cherry juice? You can either eat, where's the pomegranate juice? You can eat this takes down inflammation. It will help cure gout. And the pomegranate juice, 2 ounces a day. Everyone should take 2 ounces a day. It's really, really good for you. I can't remember why. I'll tell you in the notes.
Your flactoids.
John says it has flactoids. But they're called flavonoids, honey. Oh, honey. Speaking of honey, just make sure it's raw honey. You can use it instead of sugar. It's so good for you. It helps. You know that it helps with seasonal allergies if you buy local honey. Local honey's really good for you. So I think that's all my ingredients. So you want to talk about that?
We talked about this On Target Living website. This is one of the things that you can get from them. And what's interesting is this is a target, and the idea is on the outside of the target are poor quality foods, and as you move into the target, the higher the quality of the foods are. We're not suggesting that everybody go from here to jump right to the middle. The idea is start seeing and making moves towards the middle and picking healthier choices, whether it's your protein, whether it's your fat, whether it's your carbohydrate. This is a real convenient way to look and say, I want to move. I'd eventually like to get to the middle, but I don't want to take that jump right away. So start moving towards the middle with this. It's a great way to do it. And again, you can get these all on Target Living.
Can you see some of the food? It tells you the foods. So as you go out, away from the center, those are foods you want to eat less often. And the center are the best foods. It's kind of an interesting way to do it.
Yes. And they've also got this for exercise. So they've also got a non-target where maybe you're doing this and you want to move towards the center of a better exercise, a more intense exercise. So it's an interesting site to go to. Great information, super knowledgeable.
Yeah, there's a lot of resources on his website, along with the chlorella and the fish oil. Oh, want to get some wheatgrass? We didn't talk about that.
Okay.
And then I think we'll be done for tonight. That's a lot of things, isn't it? So look at all these healthy choices we have. We don't have to eat the things that aren't healthy. This is wheatgrass. It comes like this. It's expensive, I'm not going to lie to you. It's expensive. But this is very alkalinizing. It has like 82 minerals or something in it. And it's super good for you. So you just take these cubes and you dissolve like 3 of them a day in a little bit of water and drink it. It tastes kind of like grass. It's a really, really healthy thing, especially if you're struggling with any kind of medical condition. It's really good. It can help.
Any disease
Yeah, because it just makes you so alkaline so that the disease can't live there. And I think that's everything I wanted to show you for tonight. I think what we're going to do is we're going to come back on again next week and talk about more things about health, because we want you to sow lots of seeds of health.
And again, when you start looking at some of this food, you're going to say, wow, some of this stuff's expensive.
Not really, because it lasts a long time.
But it's not compared
No,
to
you're only using a teaspoon
It's
a
not
day.
compared to the alternative.
Right.
The alternative is open heart surgery at $200,000, $150,000. The alternative is to have your gallbladder out. The alternative, God didn't make extra parts. Your body is made perfectly, right?
Yeah.
And we have to feed it perfectly. It's in tune. It doesn't. He didn't give us extra parts so we can just keep taking things out. Your gallbladder, your
No, I have all my
liver,
parts.
your all those things. He made it a perfect machine.
Except my wisdom teeth. I guess I don't have those. But I have everything else. That's pretty good, right?
Right. And he made a perfect machine. So we need to feed the machine, and it will cure itself. Everything we've got, we can heal ourselves.
That's right, honey.
Right? And I don't want to hear about expensive, because we never look at the other end of it. What all these surgeries are, we're just blind to it.
That's right.
And they're costing our health. They're costing our economy. They're costing our way of living. I mean, the healthcare system is out of control.
You know what God told me when I was praying about health? He said that junk food is to healthy food what pornography is to marital sex. He said it's perverted, twisted food. And he said, just like you can't pray, if you want to go into a pornographic place, I don't know what they call them, maybe a strip club, you can't pray, God, protect me. Because there's no protection there. It's perverted, twisted, not from God. Junk food is the equivalent of that. Junk food to whole food is the equivalent of what I just said. So, junk food is perverted, twisted up food. It doesn't have any nutritional value. It doesn't reproduce anything but death. And so you want to choose, just start looking at what I like to do is make a game out of it and see how many healthy things can I eat today. And just for today, and you know what John and I do? We try for 6 days to eat healthy. Then on the 7th day, we eat whatever we want. So 1 day a week, you can eat whatever you want. But then the other 6 days, behave. And you know what Satan said, and people, they eat all the wrong things and drink soda pop. And then when they get sick, they say, that devil, look what the devil did to me. And the devil says, I am a bad devil, but I didn't do that. They did it to themselves, sitting on the couch. So it's time to take responsibility for our body, because you know it's the most precious commodity on earth is our body. So we need to take good care of it and be good steward of it and start putting some of these whole healthy foods in it and make our body happy. Right, John?
Right, and I want to show them my flactoids so they have something to shoot for. Can I do it?
Sure.
I can't.
I want to pray for you, then I'm going to let you go. And if you want me to, I can come back next week and talk about more things. Father, I thank you, Lord, that you have given your people ears to hear and eyes to see what the Spirit is trying to say to them, Lord. I pray that you would wake them up and that you would help them to feel yucky when they go to make the wrong choices, that something in them will feel scratchy and they won't want to choose it. Father, I pray you take down their appetite, Lord, for the wrong things and increase their appetite for the right things so that they can make healthy choices. Father, I pray that you would put it on their hearts to lay some of the things that they're doing on the altar and walk away from what's killing them. And I pray, Lord, that as they start to make healthier choices, you join them there, Lord, and walk with them and give them a kind of health that they never dreamed possible. In Jesus' name, I pray that they would begin to sow seeds of health everywhere in their own life, that they would sow into personal trainers, health books, cooking classes, that they would take responsibility, Lord, and start sowing into people who are healthy, into things that are healthy, and invest into their own health. In Jesus' name, amen. See you guys next week. Okay.